Have you ever felt trapped by other people's opinions? Have you ever stopped yourself from doing what you really wanted because you feared judgment, criticism, or rejection? What if I told you that most of the limits holding you back are not real, and that you have the power to live freely and confidently starting today? Ichiro Kishimi and Fumitake Koga's book, The Courage to be Disliked, teaches exactly how to do this. It's about freeing yourself, taking control of your life, and learning to live happily no matter what others think. In this video, I will break down the most important lessons from this book in a storytelling, visual, whiteboard-friendly way so you can apply them in real life starting today. Part 1. Life is not determined by the past. Most people think, I cannot succeed because of my past, or I am this way because of my childhood. But the book says, the past does not determine your future. Instead, your life is shaped by your goals and the choices you make now. Think of life like a blank canvas. Your past is just a few sketches. They don't decide the final painting. You choose what you create next. Imagine a person who failed school. They think, I am not smart. But later, they choose to learn every day, practice skills, and become successful. Their past does not stop them. Part 2. All problems are interpersonal. The book explains that most problems are caused by relationships with other people, friends, family, co-workers, society. If you feel unhappy, stressed, or blocked, it often comes from how you think others see you, not from external reality. Key idea: you cannot control other people's thoughts. You can only control your actions and your beliefs about yourself. A young man wanted to start a business but feared criticism. He realized that worrying about judgment kept him stuck. Once he stopped caring about opinions, he took action and succeeded. Part 3. The separation of tasks. One of the most important ideas is the separation of tasks. Your task, your actions, your choices, your life. Other people's task, their opinions, reactions, and feelings. Do not carry the weight of other people's tasks. Focus only on what belongs to you. If someone criticizes you, that is their task, not yours. Your task is to decide how to act. Do you follow your goals or their expectations? Part 4. The Courage to be Disliked. The book emphasizes, happiness comes when you have the courage to be disliked. You cannot please everyone. Trying to do so wastes energy, time, and freedom. A young woman wanted to change careers. Her family criticized her choice. She felt scared, but she focused on her goals, ignored the criticism, and built a successful career. Part 5. People are not their labels. Many people limit themselves because of labels from others or themselves. The book teaches, you are not your labels. You are your actions, decisions, and effort. A boy was called no good at sports. Instead of believing it, he practiced every day and eventually became a great player. Labels do not define your future. Part 6. Live in the present. Worrying about the past or future steals your happiness. The past is over. The future is not here yet. Focus on what you can do now. Action in the present shapes your life. Part 7. Community feeling is the key to happiness. The book says, true happiness comes from feeling connected and contributing to others. It is not about fame, money, or validation. Helping someone else, cooperating, and contributing to society gives purpose and fulfillment. A man volunteered in his local community. He felt happier and more confident, even though no one was praising him. Contribution created satisfaction. Part 8. All problems are chosen. The book teaches a revolutionary idea. We choose our problems. Even suffering is often a choice. How we respond to challenges determines our life. You can complain, blame, and wait for permission. Or you can act, decide, and grow. A man lost his job. He could feel hopeless or start learning new skills. He chose growth and later found a better opportunity. Part 9. Goals, not desires. Instead of living to satisfy desires, live with clear goals. Desires are endless and temporary. Goals give direction, purpose, and focus. A young woman wanted wealth. She realized chasing desires led to stress. She focused on building a business, and wealth came naturally. Part 10. Courage over recognition. People often fear disapproval and seek recognition. The book emphasizes, choose courage over recognition. Courage means acting for your values and goals. Recognition means seeking approval from others. An artist painted what they loved, not what others praised. Eventually, their work became famous, but first, they chose courage, not approval. Part 11. Interpersonal relationships. Most unhappiness comes from poor relationships. The book teaches, accept others as they are, respect differences, do not control or manipulate. Healthy relationships are based on mutual respect, contribution, and equality, not control or competition. Part 12. Confidence is built, not given. Confidence comes from action and experience, not praise or talent. Try small actions. Face fears gradually. Celebrate progress. A shy person started public speaking in small groups. Over months, confidence grew, and they could speak to hundreds. Part 13. Life is simple. Many people complicate life with comparisons, expectations, and worry. The book teaches, happiness is simple. Freedom, contribution, courage, and present actions. Part 14. Responsibility equals freedom. Taking responsibility for your life may feel heavy, but it unlocks freedom. Blame others equals chains. Accept responsibility equals wings. A man blamed his boss for failure. Once he took responsibility for his actions, he improved his skills and became a manager. Part 15. Small steps, big change. You don't need to change everything at once. Take small, consistent actions. Decide today to act. Repeat daily. Watch your life transform. Part 16. Self-acceptance. Accept yourself fully, even with flaws. Growth comes from acknowledging reality and taking action, not denying yourself. Stop comparing. Stop blaming. Focus on your path. A young woman accepted her introversion. She built meaningful relationships by focusing on genuine connections, not trying to be someone else. Part 17. How to deal with criticism. Not everyone will like you. Some will criticize unfairly. The key: accept valid feedback. Ignore unnecessary judgment. Protect your focus and happiness. Part 18. Happiness comes from contribution. The book teaches, real joy comes from helping others, sharing, and creating value. Money alone doesn't bring happiness. Recognition alone doesn't bring happiness. Contribution creates a lasting sense of purpose and fulfillment. Part 19. Live freely today. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for conditions. Make choices aligned with values. Take action. Embrace courage. Walk confidently into the sun, leaving shadows of fear and doubt behind. Part 20. Final message. Life is short. Happiness is a choice. Freedom comes from courage. Separate your tasks from others. Live in the present. Take responsibility. Contribute to others. Accept yourself fully. Be willing to be disliked. When you embrace these lessons, you unlock freedom, joy, and true fulfillment.